I feel like that's the other reason people constantly got annoyed with Tentacool. Because if it was at least leveled properly, it'd be different. Whereas, like, Zubats are always, like, low leveled. But if it was, you know, like that level 40 Tentacool I ran into. I mean, level 40s are at least, it's like, well, damn, I can kill it and get some experience. But that one was a fucking level 5. Why? This dude's got a Wartortle. Look at him in all his glory. 3 more levels and you'll have a Blastoise. But you're not going to get any of those levels right now because it's dead. Raichu doesn't care. I saw, was it today or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I saw that a PSA 10 first edition base set Raichu sold for like $18,000. And I was sitting there, on one hand, I'm like, damn. Because, fuck, I wish I had that much money I could just spend on shit. I absolutely wouldn't just spend it on shit. I just wish I had that kind of money that was disposable, as they call it. Because I would absolutely put it towards something else. But, on the other hand, I'm like, damn, I'm kind of jealous that somebody has that. I don't know what my Holy Grail card would be. I mean, I have a Shadowless Raichu. I've got first edition of Surge's Hollow, the Dark Raichu from Rocket Set, the Fossil Raichu. So, like, I've got plenty of... It's kind of one of those things, like, is grading worth it? Some people say grading's a scam, and it kind of is. But... at the very least, it'd be bragging rights. But I don't know what I would... I don't know what I'd prefer to have for kind of a Holy Grail type card. Alright, so Raichu is 46, and everybody else is 39. I'll put Blastoise. Oh, but we're not done. Nope, I gotta put Raichu back out front. Because there's a few fuckers to the right of Cinnamar I gotta go fight. Yep. See, they were like, fuck. Because they thought they were safe. They thought that I forgot about them. And I did. Until I didn't. And now I'm going to humiliate them. And take their money. It's kind of one of those things that's never really explained in Pokemon. At least in the anime. In the games, we know that, you know, we beat the shit out of people and then we get paid, you know, it's gambling, basically. Winner gets this much money. But in the anime, it's like, they never... How the fuck do you explain how Ash, Misty, and Brock just have the money to buy more Pokeballs, to pay for the food that they eat at places? Like, where does this money come from? Either they're getting it from beating trainers, which only Ash is doing that. Misty and Brock don't do much battling. Or Misty and Brock are taking their paychecks as gym leaders, even though they both left their gyms and they're not leading them. So, where is all this money coming from? If it's not from Ash beating trainers and then, you know, feeding his friends. Or I guess in the case of with Brock, it's like Ash is like, hey, I beat these trainers. Here's some money. I'll let you buy the groceries. You'll cook the food anyways because you always brag about being a great cook. And so you cook, I pay for the food, and that's kind of the deal we have. Well, what the fuck is Misty doing? Well, don't really know. It's so we have a girl with us, so that it's not just a bunch of fugly dudes walking around. I don't know. I can't try and explain all of it. I can try, but I mean, I'm not doing the best job here. Raichu's 47. Oh no, I think the numbers just changed. Oh no. Yep. Attack and speed are 112. Special is 113. Well, it was good while it lasted. She said her boyfriend gave her something, and that's literally all I could read with me just smashing the A button. I love how different Shelter and Cloyster are. Like they're very similar Pokemon, but like their cries are like how you tell that they're different, because Shelter is always just like Shelter, just like screeching in this weird voice, and then Cloyster's all like Cloyster, like he's just cool now. Cloyster's fun to use. Cloyster's actually not a bad Pokemon. Ice Water is an interesting typing, but my god, I think Cloyster has... I don't remember what the base defense is. Maybe it's either 140 or it's like 180. But I think it maxed out with a beneficial nature. I think it's like 502 or something. Like it's crazy. Dude says, I rode my bird Pokemon here. Cool, you're sitting on a fucking floating dock in the middle of the ocean. First of all, why is this dock even here? It's not attached to anything. Again, when you try to understand it, when you try to explain it and make sense of it, it just makes it more difficult. It's also not meant to be, I guess, like, hyper-examined like that. It's a game for children. Like, I was 8? 9? What time did Pokemon came into America? It came to the US in 98, right? Because it came out in 96, came to the States in 98. So, I would have been 8. I wasn't trying to go, why is this dude floating on a dock in the middle of the ocean? It's kind of like that saying that's like, with age comes wisdom. Nope, with age comes more questions. The problem is you just don't, or the difference is you just don't fire off those questions like a semi-automatic, like you're trying to play 20 questions and speed run at the same time. Raichu grew to 48. And the numbers are all back, 115. Yes. It's like Raichu heard my cry of upsetment and was like, don't worry, guy, I'll fix it. And that he did. And then there's just a junior trainer. I mean, at least she's got water-type Pokemon, but she's just kind of, like, decked out in, like, the, almost like a Girl Scout uniform. Just swimming in the ocean. Though it does specify junior junior trainer and then the female emblem. Emblem? Logo. Sign? Symbol? I don't know what am I actually supposed to call it? Ah, she's got a seal. I think this is the first seal we've seen all game. I don't like Seal's design. I don't know why. I don't like Seal's design. I like Dugong. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's because Seal is, like, so small and derpy, but then Dugong is a little more fleshed out, design-wise. Even though it's a super simple, just like a different sea lion. It's really weird. It's really weird to think about how this game goes. As far as, like, how long it takes for you to do stuff. Because if you... You can probably get between getting through Viridian Forest, battling Brock, getting through Mount Moon, battling Misty, 3 to 4 hours. And then you get the stuff with Surge, but between Surge and... I guess it also depends on, like, how you do it, too, because you could battle... You can choose either to do the game corner or just battle Erica's gym first, whichever one. But, like, the order we did all this stuff is it's like, well, we did all that, and then we had to deal with Sylph, and then went straight and did the dojo, then Sabrina, then Koga... And then now we got the grindy part, which is all the water stuff. And then we got the mansion. But then after the mansion, you go Blaine, Giovanni, Rival. And then you get a little bit more grindy with Victory Road. But then you get the Elite Four. And it feels like some parts of the game happen just one after another. But then other times it's... very much different. I don't know if I was putting these in the PC or if I was selling them. Like red and blue and maybe yellow. It was super fucking annoying because you could only have so many items in your bag. But then you could also only have so many items in the PC. But then you had, like... You couldn't throw away HMs. Which, okay, understandable. But then you also can't get rid of other key items. And it just... It all gets in the fucking way sometimes. Did we already heal? Yes. Alright. Raichu is 48. All our other Pokemon are 39. So that's something. I'll probably go and do the fossils off screen too. More just to do it, just because. Fucking Ponyta sprite looks like it's got boots on all of its feet. Found an escape rope. I forgot I had escape ropes. And I never remember which way to go in here. I mean, I remember which way to go, but I never remember the puzzle with the different little Mewtwo statues. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's a Vulpix, level 34. But man, imagine if we waited to get a Vulpix until now. Yuck. I want to say, I think blue version also, one of the exclusives was, in blue version we get Magmar here. in the Burned Mansion. And I think in red you got Electabuzz, who will show up in the power plant. See, but what was the point in this room opening? There's literally nothing in here. Unless there's a hidden item, which I don't care. Most of the hidden items don't really matter. I mean, if I got a rare candy, that'd be nice. Just because it would make, you know, the end game a little bit easier. See, even this guy's talking about how it's just a giant puzzle and he's stuck in here. Of course, he's also a burglar, so it's perfectly fine that he's stuck in here. Oh, a Charmander. Let me show you my starter Pokemon. Well, that's the end of that 7-Up. I guess we'll polish off this water before bed. Oh, he's got a Charmeleon too. Charmeleon has such an awkward sprite in Gen 1. It's not terrible, it's just... it doesn't do Charmeleon justice, I feel like. And I mean, I absolutely love Charmeleon. I'm not as big a Charizard fan as I was as a young one. But I do like Charmeleon. The red is just nice, and honestly, Charmeleon gets some good-ass sprites. Is it Gen... I think it's Gen 2 that he gets a really good one. The newly discovered Pokemon Mew. That was ironic. Or was it coincidence? Imagine if it had been a Mew. It's like that area. What's the point in that area right there? Again, unless there's a hidden item on the ground, but... I'm also okay with the fact that... Ooh, coughing. I think this is the first time you get coughing. You get coughing so late in the game, and I like coughing. I really like wheezing. Like, this kind of... the types of moves wheezing can learn are really nice. And also, it just has decent stats. Like, it gets a good, decent special attack. It's got really good physical defense. That's purple. But it's just so late to get. At least in Gen 2, you can get a coughing. I mean, it's still not early, because you have to have at least 3 gym badges. But you can get one in the Burn Tower. In, oops. There we go. You can get one in the Burn Tower in Gold and Silver, but I think they took that away in... is it in Crystal? I can't remember which Pokemon it is. They took away... either you can't get Magmar or you can't get Coughing in the Burn Tower in Crystal version. Now that I think about it, I think it's Magmar. Which kind of sucks, because it's like... in Gold and Silver, you could have a I mean, you can get Growlithe or Vulpix, depending on which game. But... if you didn't want those and you didn't choose Cyndaquil, you can have a Magmar, which is pretty dope too.